They said the universe is made of matter, but the mystics said no, it is made of mind. Then the scientists came and proved them both half right. Einstein called it energy. Tesla said, if you want to understand the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. And the ancient Hermeticists, they knew it all along. They carved it in secret. Nothing rests. Everything moves. Everything vibrates. You've heard this before, but here's what they don't tell you. Every thought you have, it vibrates. Every emotion, a frequency, and the sum of that signal is your life. You don't attract what you want. You attract what you are. You're not walking through a fixed world. You're tuning into layers of it, like a radio flicking through hidden stations. Your relationships, your patterns, even your failures, they're not accidents. They're echoes, reflections, matches to your current vibration. So the question isn't, why is this happening to me? It's what frequency am I on? You can lie to people. You can even lie to yourself. But you can't lie to vibration, because vibration doesn't listen to words. It listens to your state. This is one of the 7 laws of the Hermetic system. It is ancient. It is everywhere. And it might just be the reason your life keeps repeating itself. Not superstition, not magic. Mechanics. Let's break it open. You're not just flesh and thought. You're signal. You vibrate, whether you believe it or not. Not in a fairy tale wish upon a star way, but in the way music vibrates a room, in the way a tuning fork can shatter glass, or soothe a broken mind. This isn't just Hermetic wisdom. It's ancient Sumerian chants. It's Vedic mantras. It's Tesla's obsession with frequency. Einstein's whispers that everything is vibration. It's even physics. Energy never dies. It only shifts form. And yet, you walk through life unaware that your very being is humming. A silent broadcast made of your past, your fears, your hopes, and your pain. You carry wounds, and they sing. You carry pride, and it pulses. You carry trauma, and it echoes through your reality like a haunting bass line. Every thought, every emotion, every memory, they vibrate. And what you vibrate, you attract, not because the universe is moral, but because it's musical. Like notes drawn to their matching chords. Like magnets to their opposite charge. Like mirrors reflecting the exact energy that stands before them. You think the world is random? No. It's rhythmic. The people you meet, the failures that repeat, the doors that open or slam shut, they're not just events, they're resonance. You're not a victim of chance. You're the broadcaster, and the world is the echo. You can tell yourself you've changed, that you're healed, that you've outgrown that version of you who once begged, chased, collapsed. But if the frequency hasn't changed, life can only give you more of what you already are. That's the law of vibration. And it doesn't care about what you want. It only cares about what you broadcast. So ask yourself, what's your frequency made of? Guilt? Desperation? Maybe power? Because no matter how loud your words are, it's your signal that speaks first. If Chapter 1 was about realizing you're always broadcasting, Chapter 2 is about controlling the frequency. Because here's what most people never realize. Your life isn't built by your goals. It's built by your energetic signature, the silent broadcast behind your actions. You've probably heard the phrase, everything is energy. But this isn't just New Age fluff. It's science and mysticism agreeing for once. In the words of Nikola Tesla, if you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. Albert Einstein echoed it too. Everything is energy, and that's all there is to it. Match the frequency of the reality you want, and you cannot help but get that reality. But the Hermetic masters knew this long before Tesla or Einstein. They observed it without machines, through initiation, stillness, symbolic interpretation. To them, vibration wasn't abstract. It was sacred law. The Egyptians encoded it into their temples. The yogis felt it in every breath. The shamans danced it into trance. And today, most people scroll past it. They live in reaction, not resonance. They chase outcomes without understanding input. Here's what the law of vibration truly means. You are always emitting, always tuning, always attracting. Your thoughts send signals. Your emotions carry frequencies. Your intentions shape outcomes. And the universe, it doesn't respond to your words. It responds to your energy. You say you want peace, but live in stress. You say you want love, but vibrate fear, and the universe answers the real signal, not the surface one. Think of yourself like a radio tower. Whatever you tune to, you receive more of. Tune to gratitude, and opportunities align. Tune to bitterness, and blocks appear. Tune to self-worth, and people treat you with respect. You don't attract what you want. You attract what you are in frequency. This is not punishment. This is precision. Every emotion carries a signature. Shame is heavy. Anger is sharp. Joy is light. Love expands. The ancient yogis called this rasa, the flavor of your emotional field. The Taoists spoke of qi resonance, the vibration of life force in harmony or discord. And in modern terms, your nervous system is an antenna. Your heart is the tuner. Your mind, the amplifier. Every thought, every feeling, every suppressed memory adds to the field. So the real question becomes, what frequency are you feeding? Are you fueling self-pity or self-respect? Are you cultivating calm or rehearsing chaos? Because vibration isn't just how you feel, it's the blueprint you hand to reality. This is where Hermeticism met technique. Egyptian initiates practiced breath ratios to calm the heart, slow thought, and raise vibrational awareness. Deep inhales, slow exhales, tuning the rhythm of the soul. Sufi mystics spun in circles, not to entertain, but to shake loose lower vibrations and tune to divine ecstasy. Tibetan monks used specific chants, Om Mani Padme Hum, to literally align their minds with universal harmony. Yogis worked with breath pranayama, mudras, hand gestures, and mantras, all designed to shift vibrational fields. These weren't random rituals. They were vibration sculpting. Today you don't need a temple to begin. Sit in silence. Breathe with intention. Speak only what aligns with who you are becoming. Feel your emotions without judgment and choose the ones that serve. These simple acts shift you more than 1,000 affirmations ever could. This isn't just about spiritual theory. It's about results. You want change? Start with vibration. Raise it, and new people arrive. Align it, and synchronicity floods in. Clean it, and old patterns fall away. But try to change your world without changing your energy, and the loop repeats. You'll switch jobs, but meet the same boss. You'll start a new relationship, but feel the same rejection. You'll move cities, but bring the same storm with you. Why? Because vibration follows you. Until you change it, you're tuned to the old frequency. But once you shift it, reality obeys, not as a reward, but as a response. That's the Hermetic path. Not control, not force, not begging, but vibrational alignment. In Chapter 3, we'll go deeper into how your energy interacts with others, with symbols, and with meaning, because this is just the beginning. But for now, silence the noise, tune the signal, and watch the world start to shift. Not all vibration is yours alone. The moment you walk into a room, you're feeling things that no one says out loud. The tension between two people, the unspoken grief behind a smile, the unease that fills the air like static when something's off. You are not just broadcasting, you are receiving constantly. You think it's just intuition. The Hermetics would say it's vibration, your inner tuning fork, picking up on frequencies around you. And those frequencies speak. They speak in tension. They speak in synchronicity. They speak in gut feelings and strange dreams and déjà vu moments that make your skin crawl or your soul weep. Let's go deeper. There's a reason you keep meeting the same type of people. Not because of fate, but because of frequency. Wounds attract wounds. Masks attract mirrors. Until you raise your vibration, you will unconsciously orbit those who validate your inner code, even if that code is corrupted. This is where shadow work becomes sacred. Because you can't fake frequency, you can read every book, say every affirmation, but if your core belief is still, "I'm unworthy," your energy will sabotage every opportunity that tries to love you. The world is built on symbols, not just letters, signs, or icons, but vibrational archetypes. A lion doesn't just represent strength. It radiates a frequency of power, dominance, and regal presence. The cross, the serpent, the spiral. These ancient symbols weren't just visual. They were energetic keys used by mystics, magicians, and even modern advertisers to bypass your rational mind and speak to your unconscious vibration. You already know this. Why do certain logos make you feel something? Why does one piece of music lift you and another make your chest tighten? Because vibration is the language beneath language, and if you don't become fluent in it, the world will manipulate you without you even knowing. Now let's bridge it with science, because even the ancients and the quantum physicists are starting to shake hands. Einstein once said, "Everything is energy, and that's all there is to it." Match the frequency of the reality you want, and you cannot help but get that reality. Tesla believed the secrets of the universe could be found in energy, frequency, and vibration. And today's quantum research, it shows that particles behave differently depending on whether they're observed. That reality changes when attention is applied. That energy responds to consciousness. That's not superstition. That's science catching up to ancient truth. You don't attract what you want. You attract what you are. Your vibration dictates who enters your life, not your hopes, not your words. So if you're vibrating in fear, you'll meet manipulators. If you're vibrating in shame, you'll meet critics. If you're vibrating in peace, you'll meet alignment. Ask yourself, what vibration am I normalizing in my relationships? Who feels like home? And does that home need renovation? Because here's the truth. Every soul you meet is a mirror and a tuning fork. Some come to show you who you were. Some to wake you up to who you can be. The law of vibration doesn't just shape your solitude, it sculpts your tribe. Let's get practical. If vibration is real, if your signal matters, then your environment is not neutral. Every song you listen to, every video you watch, every thought you repeat, every person you spend time with, they're either harmonizing your energy or distorting it. Would you drink poisoned water? Then why let poisoned energy into your field? This isn't paranoia. It's energetic hygiene. Clean your feed. Clean your inner dialogue. Clean your room. Yes, even that. Because clutter vibrates. Chaos vibrates. Your environment is not background. It's a frequency amplifier. Meditation, breathwork, movement, solitude. These aren't trends. They're tools to tune your frequency from the static of survival to the clarity of purpose. Because when you vibrate in coherence, you become a magnet for clarity, synchronicity, and flow, and people feel it. They won't know why, but they'll be drawn to your calm, your power, your presence, not because you said the right things, but because your energy is the right thing. Frequency hacking, controlling your inner state. Emotions, thoughts, and beliefs all emit a kind of energetic signature. When you consciously change these, like shifting from fear to calm, scarcity to gratitude, you alter your personal broadcast. This isn't just spiritual talk. Your mood affects how people react to you, what ideas you notice, and what opportunities feel visible. Using intentional inputs to tune your mind. Music, light, food, people, environments, breathwork, all affect your nervous system's frequency. Frequency hacking is using these inputs deliberately to raise or stabilize your vibration. Listening to ambient theta waves while journaling versus doom-scrolling Twitter in the dark. Pattern breaking through thought disruption. Most people run subconscious loops. Patterns of worry, guilt, shame. Frequency hacking is interrupting those loops with higher energy inputs. For example, clarity, courage, focus. Think replacing internal noise with a single intentional signal. A mantra, a question, or an emotional anchor, like peace is my power. Behavioral resonance. You attract and act differently when your frequency changes. High-frequency states like purpose, presence, integrity tend to resonate with better people, decisions, and paths. You're not manifesting passively. You're resonating into action. This is not wishful thinking. This isn't about pretending to be high vibe when your life is falling apart. Real frequency hacking is about regulation, intention, and discipline. You feel what you feel, but you choose what signal you want to stay on. It's ancient stoicism meets quantum alignment. You are not just matter. You are music, a chord struck across dimensions, tuned by thought, refined by emotion, amplified by intention. The world doesn't respond to your words, it responds to your tuning. So tune wisely, because what you vibrate, you create. And in the next chapter, we'll go deeper into how opposites are not enemies, but reflections of the same source. We'll step into the shadows and the light. The law of polarity is next, and it's darker than you think, but necessary, because you can't vibrate higher until you understand what pulls you lower.